When the majority reaches out to serve in a loving, non-arrogant way to the minority, what you're actually doing is you're standing up for them and you're standing with them. And if I would stand with you when you're going through struggles, and you would stand with me when I'm going through struggles, we wouldn't have division.
So today's greatest saying, which is, I will consider you, will challenge us to really actively engage with those perspectives, experiences, and the interests of those who are unlike us.
This has been a great tool for us. We have seen, I believe, many opportunities emerge where inclusion has been possible because things that we had learned in this book allowed us to view each other differently.
And so if you take the positivity of the word grace, the negativity of the word racism, you put them together and you have gracism, which means to extend positive favor to people, regardless of their color, class, or culture. Sometimes because of their color, class, or culture. They may not deserve it. They may not ever be able to earn it. They may not ever be able to repay it.
Gracism rejects racism and turns it on its head. We purposefully discipline our lives to see favorably on those that are different than we are. Oh, you're different. Oh, I like you already. Gracism. In fact, we recognize we greatly need those who are different and seek a connection.
Deciding to be a gracist is deciding to take a risk. You say, how? Because you have to speak up. What they say, when you see something, say something. You got to make a determination that you're not going to just turn a blind eye when you see injustices. You got to take a risk and stand with those that others won't stand with.
And so what happens is the social fabric of a nation begins to break along these lines unless you have bridge builders, ambassadors of reconciliation, people who have been called from another place called heaven and have been put a mantle upon their life to build bridges. And those people are gracists. Gracists are these people who extend the grace of God to others around them to see that actually having other people around is not a threat, it's a blessing.
And what happens is, over time, we as people settle for visual victories. It looks good, but the root hasn't been resolved. The issue hadn't really been addressed because we see something right in front of us, so it's a visual victory. But what grace and what gracism teaches us is, God says, let's fix the systematic failure by showing love to all people, no matter how you look.
What's gracism? Gracism is giving grace to people because of color, class, or culture. You're extending grace to them. It's the opposite of racism, which is rejection. Gracism is acceptance. Gracism.
See, I proudly wear this shirt because I think at the end of the day, this is what I'm called to be. A gracist. Someone that shows grace to everyone.